So we were talking about your moms a little bit and the whole epidemic and shit. Let's transition a little bit about me and you. So we known each other for how long? About 5 years now, Junior?
Yeah, I want to say we met like 2018 ish. So we're getting there, like 5 years.
5 years, damn. When I met this guy, in all honesty, I didn't thought we had shit in common. The way I met him was that we were in the back room in our kind of like a little space area, break room area.
We were co-workers.
We were co-workers. And goddamn Junior, he just throws a football out of nowhere. He doesn't say hi. He doesn't say, what's your name? How are you? He just chucks a football at me. And I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? He's just chucking a football at me. But then I started talking to him. I hung out with him a little bit more out of work. We watched kind of the same shows. We watch anime. We play video games. And that's something that we have a lot in common with him. Every time I come to this, to visit him here in Arizona, we watch the craziest shows. And that's not something I come up with. I'm the type of person that when I like a show, I keep with it and I stick with it and I keep watching it over and over and over and over again. But Junior right here, he's more of an explorer. He likes to watch different shit, and some shit is creepy. Like he has taught me, like, for example, Black Mirror, anime such as Black Clover, My Hero Academia. He just showed me one recently. What is it called, Junior? I fucking don't know how to pronounce the name.
Record on Ragnarok. It's on Netflix.
And what is it about?
It's just your good old deathmatch type of anime. So it's kind of like, Kengan Ashura, which is kind of like another deathmatch type of deal. But yeah, it's between God and man, and they're supposed to. That's pretty much the plot. Like they have a whole like Ragnarok tournament where you have like one man and one god, kind of like face off, a battle to the death type of deal. So I won't get too much into the plot of it, but it is kind of like a tournament style anime. So yeah.
Tell him the one fight that you have to tell him to get them interested into the show. What one fight that you saw or something that stood out to you that everyone here can recognize right off the spot, something that they can see and they're like, oh shit, I never thought I'll see this, something like that.
Yeah, I would say like the first thing that enticed me was just like the first god that came up to fight, and it was fucking Thor.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. So I was like, okay, all right, let's see who the fuck he's gonna fight. Like, who can beat Thor? Like, honestly, crazy. And then like Mjolnir, that hammer that he holds, it's like fucking gigantic. He's just like
Thor trying to fight some humans. Oh shit! I mean,
Yeah.
that is something that it's a crazy anime. It's somewhere out there for people that don't watch it on the regular. They just think it's a fucking cartoon, in all honesty. But it's more than that. There's shows that Junior has shown me that it's not just a cartoon. It actually has a fucking mystery behind it. Like Death Note, that's a anime that I watched that thought it was great. Another anime that he showed me was what is it? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, right?
Yeah.
You gotta watch Brotherhood. And that's a fucking anime that blew my mind, man. It was
blew my mind too.
The fourth episode, the fourth one was the one that got me so interested into it. A couple of my buddies too. I showed them that anime, and I started them at that episode, and they were just hooked right on the spot. I thought it was crazy. I didn't know a cartoon will get really deep with what happens in the outside world. It kind of has like a connection with it.
Yeah, dude. It was just like I felt like it was more well-rounded and complete. Brotherhood came out after the manga was done, and you know how anime is when the anime catches up to the manga or whatever. A number of stuff can happen to it, and I'm just kind of glad that like there are some animes out there like Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist where like just start to finish, this is what you're gonna get. Fucking take that nut in your face of just pure good anime content.
Hell yeah. No, I get you. Some other things that you guys have talked to me about. For example, when I come here and visit my roommates in Phoenix, I fucking love it because just being here, I learn so many things within 10 minutes. Like I'm here in the house, and then I have an older roommate, his name is Freddie, and then he's just ready to learn, ready to tell us the best things, and just provide us the craziest information. Another show that you and him watched was Space, right, or something about like our solar system and shit like that. And when you guys talk about that, it blows my mind when I hear some crazy space facts. Can you tell me some space facts that you have shared with me, Junior?
Shit, dude. I don't know. We we watched Star Talk on YouTube with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and it's just kind of trippy. The more you think about those concepts of fucking how what's in space, there's just that whole mystery out there and shit.
Like I was watching I was watching some of his interviews too as well, and he talks about dimensions, right, that we live in, like different dimensions and different type of shit. And he also talks about his death. Didn't you tell me something that he wishes to die in a black hole or something like?
Oh yeah, there's a YouTube video out there. You guys should check it out where Neil deGrasse Tyson talks about like what to do, what he would like to do with his corpse, or how he'd like to go out, and that's going through spaghettification.
What is that?
It's literally when you're going into a black hole, the matter. Shit, I'm probably gonna get scolded by the comments or whatever, or by Neil himself if he sees this. But yeah, it's just like getting spaghettified. Like your matter kind of turns into like a spaghetti-like
shape,
state
right.
of matter, where as it goes through the black hole, and yeah, that's just man. I don't know. So I couldn't even imagine. Can't wrap my mind around that.
You guys told me something too about when it comes to like gravity or some shit like that. For example, like the way gravity works, that we know it's a concept, but do we know so we know the reason for it, but we don't know the why for it. Like,
yeah,
we know it exists, but we don't know why it exists, right?
Yeah, we know how it works. We don't know why it works.
What's the difference between the how it works and the why it works?
Just the how. The how part is whatever tangible, measurable thing we can do. With science, math, physics, it's like tangible, like it's something that we're able to count, quantify, with objects, when we see them fall and they hit the floor at the same time and shit. It's versus like the why it works, like what kind of explanation do we have for it?
The best two concepts that I think about it when I hear the how and the why, it's science is the how, and for some people, and I hope they don't get mad when I say this, the why is the religion, or religion can be considered the why. For me, like, science is the how because science teaches you how things work. For example, if I freaking just drop this hydro flask on the table, we know for sure that shit is gonna hit the floor, right? Because that's how gravity works. You just drop the fucking thing out of the table and it falls. But do we know why it works? No, we don't know why it works. And religion says, because God did it. Because my God did it. Do you think that's the reason behind the how and why? That's why when you see that picture by who paints that picture, the one with God and they can't, the
Sorry
human,
about the Sistine Chapel.
yes, who fucking painted that?
Michelangelo.
Yeah, so he, you see signs, you see God and man kind of, their fingers are really close, like really, really, really close, because they're talking about the how and the why. Do you think that's true, or am I just talking out of my ass?
I don't know, dude. It's not something that I fucking think about. It went over my head.
I always fucking think about that, because I saw that interview too, and he does talk about what the how and the why, or how shit like that works. I mean, that's why I like coming here in Arizona hanging out with my roommates because they're very like intelligent people, and I can have just some crazy conversations with them that at the end of the day I'm just like, damn, I need to tell someone about this. Like, it gets me excited to learn more. Like, you tell me some crazy fun facts or some crazy shit that I never known before. Like, even when we drive, Junior freaking teaches me how to know if we're going west or if we're going south or if we're going fucking east. He always has something to teach me every day, all the time. My friend Freddie is the same way. Recently I came and I started doing this podcast, and then he's like, have you done this? Have you done that? Have you taken care of this? Have you taken care of that? And I'm like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I just grabbed 2 microphones, I plugged them in the computer, and I hope for the best, you know? But it helps me grow, and I think that's something that you mentioned earlier, going back to what you told me about school, that we need people. We need to learn from them because people make us grow.
Yeah, no, I mean, I completely agree. It's like you have your life experiences from like people, you know, and it really comes from like my learning is just kind of like asking the right questions, like, you know, you really trying to understand and ask, like, you know, how can I concept, you know, what is this right in front of me, how does it work, you know, so it's
no, I mean, look, and that's something I never questioned myself with, like, when I honestly, when I come here and I learn from you guys, dude, sometimes it makes me doubt my own existence. I'm just like, whoa, bro, you guys' point of views are so crazy and so out there that in my tiny mind, I would never kind of like understand or comprehend certain things. Mm-hmm. I think it's an eye opener for me. But yeah, something interesting about Junior too as well. You like to listen a lot about theories and certain points of views. What is something that you learned that you thought it was fucking magnificent, that something that kind of blew your mind?
Oh man,
I know you have a lot.
On the spot, man. I can't really think of any particular thing right now. Man, oh man, I'm drawing a blank here. Shit. Might have to edit this part out. How long it took me to answer this question.
No, it's gonna go on the video.
I don't know, man. I would say,
Dude, remember when we were high in the backyard talking about the universe, bro?
Oh, let's talk about the universe. I want to talk about the universe.
I don't know what like website we were looking at, but one time when we were just out there in the backyard, we were just looking at like all these like crazy like facts about space and time and stuff. Like, wasn't one of them like the difference of timeline between like when the pyramids were made, when Cleopatra existed, and our iPad, like Cleopatra, we're closer to Cleopatra and the invention of the iPad than Cleopatra and the building of the pyramids.
So like our time and space in general.
No, that's just the timeline. That's just like how old the fucking pyramids are.
Okay. So do you believe in multiverse theory and shit?
It's a cool theory. I feel like all the sci-fi movies have been getting that idea into our heads since we were kids. I want to say like the first like Multiverse Theory movie that I saw was the Jet Li movie, The One. You know, the plot of that one where fucking there's a whole like you know, they had the whole multiverse government or whatever, and then Jet Li's like killing every version of himself to absorb their power or some shit like that.
Oh shit.
Dude, it's the craziest thing I heard.
No, you know,
ever seen.
when I watched Terminator for the first time, it fucking blew my mind because I was like, damn, if the machines wouldn't have done nothing, that girl wouldn't have gotten pregnant. But if the machines didn't go back to the future and the past and they didn't do something, they wouldn't have been created in the first place. It's like, who came first, the chicken or the egg? That's why when I see those multi-theories type of shit, it just blows my mind. It just makes me crazy. But yeah, I like theories like that. I had a coworker one time that told me that, you know, why sometimes people see ghosts.
Why do people see ghosts?
They say that the reason why people see ghosts is because when you see a ghost, is you're seeing a different timeline. There's people that believe that because you see like a person or someone walking, that it could be a timeline being reflected from a different universe or from a different theory.
Yeah, it's kind of like imagining like if ghosts. Yeah, it would be kind of like imagining if like ghosts kind of like existed in a different plane of existence or a different dimension or something, and it's just like, I don't know, like a different form that we're like seeing. So I don't know how to like conceptualize it, but that is an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Like peeking into a different timeline.
All right.
Wonder how it's caught on camera.
So just to wrap this up, Junior, is there something else you want to share with us? Something that you think, kind of like a little advice that you would like to give those out there that are currently going through something, or they want to share about their feelings?
Yeah. I just want to say to those people out there, just be yourself. You know, I know that life is hard right now, and you know, even if you don't know like what you're gonna do, or you didn't originally use what the path that you're taking, like you're expected to have like some kind of end to it. Like it's okay, like you can enjoy the journey and the ride while you're there. You know, just know that humans are tribal, so like we can all be there for each other. I like to believe in that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think that's a great lesson to kind of give to everyone here, because when you care for your neighbor, it kind of like helps you become stronger, because knowing the people that I know I wouldn't be in the position that I am if it wasn't for you guys. So hell yeah. This is Common Joe with El Morty, aka El Perro, El Ike.
Yes, so if you guys challenge me online in Smash Bros, I'm Morty Jr. and Ike is my main.
He is El Perro Ike. All right, have a good one, y'all.
Right,
Common
later.
Joe.